Hello little story seekers. My name is Jowan and I'm going to be your storyteller today and I can't wait. I'm in my favourite place to tell stories. I'm in the writer's block. There's lots of lovely books behind me as you can see and it's all set up ready for a cosy story. The only problem is it's really cold and wintry. I've had to bring my nice warm blanket. So before we start, we can't start any bit of storytelling without a very important song. So this is the hello song. Say hello, lo, lo, say hello, lo, lo. Wave your hands up high, wave them down low, low. Say hello, lo, lo, say hello, lo, 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 lo. Woohoo! Little story seekers, wave your hands up high, wave them down low, low. Say hello, lo, lo, say hello, lo, 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 lo. Woohoo! I hope you enjoyed that song. I really enjoyed singing it. Now, I've got a suitcase here with lots of cool magical things inside. I wonder what's inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what's inside. I'm excited. Are you? Oh, wow. So, first of all, we have some trees. Wow, they're really cool, beautiful trees. I wonder what they're for. Let's put them down here for later. Now, what's this? We've got a rain cloud or maybe a snow cloud, seeing as it's cold and wintry here. Let's put that one down there. And oh, I've got a clue for what our story is about. Some brown autumn leaves. Can you guess what the story's about? Exciting. Let's put these down here. And now, what's this? I've got the storybook, The Sparrow and the Winter Pine. I can't wait to tell you this story. Should we start? A long time ago, very far from where we are now, there was a family of birds called sparrows, and they lived in a beautiful forest full of trees. Their favourite thing to do was to sing to Mother Nature, who is the queen of the trees and the earth. And when it got cold, they would fly away to warmer countries where the sun shone brighter. One of the sparrows was called Spencer, and he was incredibly sad because he'd broken his wing and he could feel it getting really, really cold, and he knew he wasn't going to be able to fly with his family to warmer countries. So he told them that they must fly away without him. So they said goodbye and flew away. Poor Spencer was all alone now. He needed to find somewhere warm to stay. So he searched and he searched and he searched. He tried digging a hole in the ground, but it was just too dark. He tried the long grass, but it was just too wet. He even tried the swamp, and it was just too swampy. What could he do? Can anyone think of a place where Spencer could keep warm and dry in a forest? What do we find in forests? Oh, I've got an idea. Maybe he could keep warm inside one of the trees. So Spencer asked a big tall tree called a pine tree if he could stay with it. The pine tree said, "Hello, little sparrow. How nice of you to ask me, but I've only got these tiny little leaves and they always let the snow and the rain in." So he thanked the pine tree and he went to try somewhere else. He asked a great big oak tree if he could stay to keep warm and dry. But sadly, the oak tree was very mean to him. "All winter with you? No, thank you, silly sparrow." How rude! But Spencer didn't mind. He tried a different tree and he skipped along to the maple tree instead. I think the willow tree will be much, much warmer, said the maple tree. So Spencer went to the willow tree, who told him to try the ash tree, who sent him to the beech tree. And this went on for days and days, and it seemed that not a single tree wanted to help the poor bird out. He was really cold and very, very sad. And the first snow came, and it landed on Spencer's beak, on his feathers, and between his tiny little claws. He was so cold, he didn't even sing that morning. Instead, he started to cry tiny, icy tears. Then he heard a voice. It was the friendly pine tree who he had asked first. You poor thing, please don't cry, said the pine tree. Maybe if you stay with me, the two of us will keep each other warm. And the pine tree picked up the little sparrow and wiped the tears from his eyes. And he wrapped him up and hugged him as tightly as it could. And very soon, Spencer began to feel warm again, and he hugged the pine tree back. And you know what? They became the best of friends. They spent their days talking and laughing and telling old stories. And then Spencer's family flew back, and his wing had healed. They were all so happy because they could fly and sing together once again. But Mother Nature was not so happy. She came and appeared and said, I cannot believe that none of you offered to help the poor bird out. Not sharing and helping makes me very upset. I will make all of your leaves go brown and fall off every year. But not you, dear pine tree. Your leaves will stay wonderfully green all year round. And then Mother Nature disappeared. In fact, I bet you've noticed the trees go brown each year. Or perhaps you've picked up a brown leaf on a walk in the park. And I know you've all heard the sweet songs of the sparrows as they fly from tree to tree. And you know, they can land on any tree they like now. I mean, I don't think the trees would be silly enough to ever be mean to the sparrows again. Do you? Thank you, everybody. Thank you for listening. I really enjoyed telling that story. It's a nice story about being kind and warm to everyone. How much fun was that? Hey, I think it would be great if everyone had a little Spencer like I do. And then you could use it to fly around and talk to the trees and sing to Mother Nature. How much fun would that be if you had your own little Spencer? Hey, I think we should make some. Should we make our own Spencer the Sparrows and use them to fly around the house? Let's do it. So today we are going to be making our very own Spencer the Sparrow finger puppets. So you can put your fingers in there and they can be like Spencer's little legs, and you can walk him around and ask the trees for help, and you can fly him around when his wings healed. So let's get started. So what you'll need is a piece of cardboard from a cereal box or something like that, a pen, a colouring pen, some scissors, and a glue stick. And we're going to make Spencer the Sparrows. So first of all, you'll need to draw your cutouts. So you'll draw one smaller circle, like that, to be Spencer's head, and a big circle for Spencer's body. And now you'll need 3 triangles. So we've got 2 bigger ones for the wings, and a smaller one to be Spencer's beak. There we go, and that's all we're going to need today. Now, let's cut them out and stick them together. So, you cut out your circles, get your parents to help. Be very careful whenever you're using scissors. Oh, I've made a bigger Spencer this time. Spencer's spent lots of time with the pine tree, eating lovely food. He's got a bit bigger, a bit healthier. And now here's Spencer's head. Spencer's head. And now his wings. And we're not going to give him broken wings, we're going to give him fixed wings, like at the end of the story, when everything was better. So when you're playing with him, you can have him flying around. And there's another wing. Very good. Now Spencer's little beak that he uses to talk to all the trees and ask for help. There we go. Now we've got all the parts, we can put them together. Just get rid of any pen lines. Being very careful with the scissors, getting your parents to help you. This is going to be a really cool Spencer, and you're going to make really cool puppets, I can tell. Okay. So now we're going to need to make sure there's holes so we can put our fingers and make him into a puppet. So just fold the bottom edge of the cardboard over like that, and then you can cut out small semicircles, and because you've folded, these will become big circles for your fingers when you put it back. And that's for Spencer's little legs, so you can walk him around. There you go, look at that. Very good. And now we get our glue stick and we put some glue on Spencer's head here on the bottom, and we stick it on. There we go. There's Spencer's head, and now we get Spencer's wings, and we put some glue on the bottom, just on the edge, like that, and we stick them on too. Now Spencer can fly. Now we do the same on the other side. Now we get his beak, and we put glue all over the back of the beak, cover it in glue, and stick it down. And there we have our Spencer. Now he just needs some eyes and some colour. So, first of all, I'm going to draw his eyes. One eye for Spencer. There we go. Phew, now he can see. There we go. Two eyes, fantastic. And now I draw a line down the middle of Spencer's beak, like that. And now we're going to give him some orange. So first of all, I'm going to do his beak. Here we go, I'm going to colour it in. Lovely orange beak for Spencer. So he uses this beak to sing to Mother Nature. That's his favourite thing to do of all, because he loves Mother Nature, because she gave him the trees and the forest and the earth. So he sings to her to say thank you, and he uses that beak. So that's very important. And now his wings, they're really important, because now he can fly with his family, and next year, when it starts to get cold again, Spencer can fly to warmer countries with his family because his wings healed. How fantastic is that? There we go, some orange for Spencer's wing. Or you can use any colour you like. Any colour you like for the wings. They could be purple or blue, it doesn't matter. Your Spencer can be however you want him to be. Here we go, now the other wing. Look at that, he's almost ready. He's almost ready to fly away now. And there you go. Here's Spencer with his lovely wings and his beak and his eyes. And you can use him to fly around and talk to the trees and talk to your friends and your other toys. I hope you like it. I bet yours looks amazing. Wow, that was so much fun. And now we've all got our own Spencer the Sparrows that we can use to fly around the house and sing songs to Mother Nature. So much fun. I've loved meeting you and telling you stories and making cool things with you. It's been amazing. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. And now it's time to sing the goodbye song. Are you ready? Say goodbye, bye, bye, say goodbye, bye, bye. Wave your hands down low, wave them up high, high. Say goodbye, bye, bye, say goodbye, bye, 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 bye. Woohoo! Little story seekers, little story seekers, wave your hands down low, wave them up high, high. Say goodbye, bye, bye, say goodbye, bye, 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 bye. Woohoo! Goodbye everyone, bye!